Why would you leave that world, of which it could be argued both Morehouse and Howard were an extension, to go all the way to DePauw and be the only African American, as we would say now, in your class? Why leave that cocoon?
Because I was secure enough.
You could take it with you, this world.
For some reason, I was not afraid. Right? Now, mind you, that the Sunday night that my parents were leaving me at Greencastle, they took me to Mahara Hall, left the station wagon on Locust Street, and walked me to the entrance of Mahara Hall. My brother shook my hand, rushed off to the car, happy that for the first time in his life, he would have the bed and the bedroom to himself. Right? My mother, tears in her eyes, hugged me, slipped $50 in my pocket, and said, "God bless you, son." My father shook my hand, looked me straight in the eye, and said, "You can't come home." And I said, "What did you say?" He said, "You can't come home." And I said, "What do you mean I can't come home?" He said, "The counselors said that your reading scores as compared to these kids who went to prep school and township high schools, and you went to an old, dilapidated, segregated, overcrowded, double-session colored high school." He said, "Their reading scores are much better than yours, but so that when they're in chapter 6 of History of Civilization, you'll be struggling to get out of the preface." He said, "But you can't come home." He said, "In 1951, you used a plain geometry book that had been used by a white student in 1935, but you can't come home." He said, "You're the only black in this class, but you can't come home." And so I said, "What am I to do, Daddy?" He said, "Read, boy, read." Turned around and walked away.
Wow.
4 years later, I graduate. My brother slowly walks up to say congratulations, thinking that I'm coming back home. Share the bed.
A little worried.
My mother hugs me, tears in her eyes. This time she gives me $100. My father, with the same straight, serious face of 4 years ago, shook my hand, and he said, "You can come home now."
Oh.
I'll never forget it.
Oh, that's a poem. That's a poem.